this is Go Math, Chapter 11, Mid-Chapter Checkpoint. For the first three questions, it says choose the best term from the box to complete the sentence. So it says blank is the sum of the areas of all the faces or surfaces of a solid figure. So that would be surface area. Question 2, a three-dimensional figure having length, width, and height is called a solid figure. And then the blank of a solid figure is the sum of the areas of its lateral faces. That'd be lateral area. Okay, number 4, it says identify and draw a net for the solid figure. So this is a triangular prism, so it's going to have 2 triangles and then 3 rectangles connecting them. So you could draw something like this. It's going to have 3 and then 2 triangles. So something like this would be correct. Number 5, use a net to find the lateral area of the square pyramid. So I'm not going to worry about the base, the area of the base on this, because it just wants the lateral area. So I'm going to look at the side, and the sides are triangles, so it's going to be half times base times height. And then the base of the triangle is 9, and the height is 12. And then I don't have to worry about order when I'm multiplying. So I'm just going to go half of 12 is 6, and then 6 times 9 is 54. And then I have 4 of those because it's a square on the base. So there's 4 of those triangles. So it's going to be 216, and then it's inches squared. Okay, number 6. Use a net to find the surface area of the prism. So this is 7 by 5 by 10. So when I do it, I'm going to go 7 times 5 is 35. And then I have 2 sides like that because I'm going to have the front and the back. So I'm going to multiply that by 2. And then I have 5 times 10 is 50. And I have 2 of those, so 100. And then I have 7 times 10 is 70. And I have 2 of those, so 140. And then I'm going to add all of those together. So I have 140, 100, and 70. So 310 centimeters squared. I'm going to do a few word problems for you. So number 7 says, a machine cuts nets from flat pieces of cardboard. The nets can be folded into triangular pyramids, used as pieces in a board game. What shapes appear in the net and how many of each shape are there? So if it's a triangular pyramid, it has a triangular base plus 3 triangular sides. So that would be, everything would be triangles. And altogether there would be 4 triangles because the bottom and the 3 sides. Number 8, Fran's filing cabinet is 6 feet tall, 1 1/3 feet wide, and 3 feet deep. She plans to paint all sides except the bottom of the cabinet. Find the area of the sides she intends to paint. So this one is a lateral area question. It's most helpful if you draw it. So if I'm looking at it, I don't have to draw the whole thing, but I know that it's 6 feet tall, so the side is going to be 6 feet. It's 1 1/3 feet wide, so it's going to be 1 1/3 feet wide down here. And then deep, it's 3 feet deep. So then I know it's a rectangular prism. It's 6 by 1 1/3 by 3. So I'm going to take and I'm going to multiply those different pieces together. So if I have 1 1/3 times 3, I'm going to rewrite this as an improper fraction. So it's going to be 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4/3 times 3 over 1. This ends up canceling, so it's 4. So the area of the base is 4, but the top is the same, but I only have 1 of those because it said that she's not going to paint the bottom of the cabinet. So I have 1 that's a 4. Okay, let's do the next side. So I have 6 times 1 1/3 I'm going to rewrite this as an improper fraction. Cross cancel. My greatest common factor is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So it's 8 over 1, which is 8. And then I have 2 of those, because I'll have the both sides. So it's going to be 16. Then my last piece would be 6 times 3, which is 18, and then I'm going to have 2 of those. And then I have to add all those together. So that's going to be 36, 16, and 4. Yes. Oops. 56, and then it's feet squared. Okay, next one. Number 9. A triangular pyramid has lateral faces with bases of 6 meters and heights of 9 meters. The area of the base of the pyramid is 15 and 6/10 square meters. What is the surface area of the pyramid? So I know it's a triangular pyramid, and I'm going to use this formula, half times base times height. And then it says the bases of my pyramids are 6, and my heights are 9 meters. So half of 6 is 3, and then 3 times 9 is 27. And then it says that it's a triangular pyramid. So then I'm going to have 3 sides that are this. So it's going to be 27 times 3, which is 81. And then I have to add that to the area of my base, which is 15 and 6/10. So if this is a whole number 81, so the decimal is going to go after the 81, I have to remember to line up decimals. So I'm going to have 81 and 0/10 plus 15 and 6/10, which would be 96 and 6/10. 96 and 6/10, and it's going to be meters squared. Okay, number 10. What is the surface area of a storage box that measures 15 centimeters by 12 centimeters by 10 centimeters? So I'm going to go 15 times 12. And then I'm going to have 2 sides like that. And then I'm going to go 12 times 10, which is 120, times 2 of those. And then 15 times 10, 150, and I have 2 of those. And then I add those pieces together. So I have 360, 240, 300. So it would be 900, and it's centimeters squared. Okay, one more. A small refrigerator is a cube with a side length of 16 inches. Use the formula surface area equals 6 times the side squared. So my side length is 16. So I'm going to go 16 times 16. $256, and that's one side, but then I have 6 sides that are exactly the same. So I'm going to multiply by 6. So my answer will be 1,536, and it was in what, inches squared. If you have any questions, ask on the classroom.